Hello, my friends. It's good to see you. We're back. We're going to try and get through this. It's time for the transfer window. All right, my friends. For those of you that are still here, who are still subscribed, the patrons who haven't left, the YouTube members that are still supporting the channel, thank you for your support. Thanks for showing up. I'm going to do my best. This is the first episode back after having taken about a week off for the horrible things happening currently in Europe. If you happen to leave a comment that says you shouldn't get your news only from the television, and it happens to be a certain viewpoint from a country where you only get television now from one source, I will delete your comment. That's the only thing I'm going to say. There was a couple comments. It's like, this is a Football Manager channel. I'm surprised I'm attracting a certain type of bot. At least I'm hoping it's a bot. Anyway, my friends, it's the transfer window. It's January 31st. We've got almost 16 million in the transfer budget, not in the bank. We got 50 million in the bank, and we're well under the wage budget. It's gone quite well. Let's just take a look at the debts and loans. 110 million. We've definitely brought it down, but it's the whole thing, right? You spend some money, that number goes up as the transfers go out, or the financial transfers. You know, it's not all at once, right? And then you're getting money in, but we're working on it. We're only, 4.5 years away from paying off the 53 million small loan. That's something. Let's get to some news. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what happened in the last episode and what I've told you, so I'm doing everything that happened in January. So on January 1st, Alahan Ersalan has gone for 24.5 grand to Werder Bremen. Not really impressive. We're working up towards impressive things, I promise. We've sent Thorsten Schuhen out on loan to Ingolstadt. They are essentially paying his wages. It's the back half of the season. He really needs playing time. He's already had 3 starts on a 6.53. So, yeah. I mean, but, at least, okay, theoretically, if we go to the happiness up here, he's an important player. So, theoretically, he's going to be able to work his way, into form. He's only played, sparingly, so fair play. We have sold Kostas Tsimikas to Sassuolo. Sassuolo, I think is what you all told me when we did the Reggio Adace save. Sassuolo. Yeah? Not Sassuolo. My brain is conflicting. Anyway, we sold Kostas for 11 million. I think that's a pretty good deal for us. Got him on a free. He gave us one good season. I mean, really. Yeah, he gave us one good season. He's on loan. Okay, he gave us 2 good seasons. One season as a player where we owned him, right? But, 1 goal, 4 assists in the 2 full seasons we had is just not good enough for a player paying 83 grand a week to. So he's gone, and we've made a profit on it, obviously. Now, when you factor in the wages over the 2.5 years, probably break even, but I'm not going to do that math. 11 million for a player we got on a free is a good deal, and we got rid of a 30-year-old player. Good riddance. This is the big one, my friends. We've sold Salazar, the set piece maestro, the guy that we got when we first got promoted. It was already baked into the save because the contract that Schalke had has gone to Ajax, and I think we got a good deal. They gave us 22 million, and it could go up to 22.5 million for a guy we paid $1 million for, who has been solid. Now, you notice the playing time, right? If I could have one Football Manager thing, not one thing in the world. I think there's one thing in the world we'd all take right now, but one Football Manager thing is give me the minutes. Give me the number of minutes in competitive games, because this doesn't tell the whole story, but, right? 22 appearances, 18 starts, 31 starts, 16 starts, 9 subs, and then 7 starts, 4 subs. I mean, this season was masterful. Right, our second season our third season in the Bundesliga, because what happened? Anyway, 10 goals, 12 assists, 5 players of the match, 739. And even when we played him off the bench this season, a 7.45. I mean, not just only off the bench, but right, like he wasn't playing all the time, but when he came in, he was legendary. And he's I think doubled his wages. We were paying him, maybe not. We gave him a contract at some point, but like he just wasn't going to get any better. He's actually, compared to the rest of the squad, down to 2.5 stars, and I think they kind of overpaid for him a little bit. So it's like it was just a good. It's almost like, oh, okay, this didn't really work out for Genie Wijnaldum, but like it's almost like if Liverpool, as I'm wearing a Liverpool shirt, had sold Genie to PSG, right, instead of him leaving on a free. Like if you'd gotten 22 million for him, you'd be like, that's unbelievable. And he now, well, he's a squad player. Maybe he's making more money, but like it's a good deal for the club. So yeah, I think I've showed this guy to you, but Aduato is why we sold Costas. Wonder Kid, we agreed to regular starter minutes, 32.5 grand, so we're saving like 50 grand a week compared to Costas. He's worth 57 to 83 million. We paid 16 and a quarter. He does have a minimum fee release clause of 73 million. If somebody comes in and buys him in the summer, I got nothing I can do about it. But like, his first appearance in the Bundesliga is a 6.2. As a start, he's got to learn the language. He's got to, but I think we've gotten quite the good deal. Essentially, it's right. You sell Costas for 11. We paid 5 and a quarter for his replacement, who is a wonder kid and going to be good in the long term. We just got to be careful about the minutes. Like, we got to keep him happy. And this is why Zalazar got sold. And why Thorsten got loaned, really. Harvey Elliott. I think it's because when I set up my manager in Football Manager, I select that Liverpool is my favorite club or whatever the setting is in the manager, because I tend to get like notifications in my inbox, or like the scouting inbox about Liverpool players, and he wanted to leave to get better playing time. You could see thus far this season had not played once. I mean, okay, he got one cup substitution on a 7.2 for LFC, and had gotten 12 subs and 1 start, 6 like he just wasn't being utilized, and obviously hasn't done very well. But we paid 10 million, could go up to 14.5. This is where I kind of got like my hand slapped. I was trying to get cute with like lowering the fee, but like if he plays 50 games, and they were like, nope. And like I tried it one more time, and they were like, nope. And like so the 14.5, I think, is all like, it's just spread out installments. It's not based off performance. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and click accept. So we call it 14.5 million. But here's what I'm seeing: we sold Zalazar, who is already 2.5 stars, for 22 million, maybe 22.5, for a player that is going to cost us 14.5 million. So we've made money there. Who's currently 2.5 stars, but has the potential to go up to being a 4-star player and is more versatile. Right, he could play that right wing. If we need to put Vieira in as the 10, then we can leave Frankie out on the right, and Harvey can spell Frankie on the right. But Harvey can also play in the midfield, like the regular midfield, as like a playmaker, central midfielder on support. Like, is he a box-to-box midfielder? No, he can't tackle to save his life. So we'd have to kind of like change how that shows up. He doesn't have a jumping reach, but I just thought it's a good swap. Does it help that he's an LFC player? Not really. I mean, not in the game, right? Like, I think it's cool. Maybe we can give Harvey some more game time than he was getting at Liverpool. Clearly, this season we can. But that's why I went, okay, Zalazar out, Elliott in. Thorsten is now going to struggle to get minutes, so let's go get him minutes in the Zweite Bundesliga, which is really more of his level anyway. And, we paid about his current value. Can we increase that value? Let's find out. So when you look at it, big picture, right? 67 million in with some select signings, right? 2 in January, 3 in the summer, 56 million out. That's a pretty balanced budget. Now, no, we didn't, sometimes, it's like if you buy somebody in May or something like that, it shows up over here rather than in this current season. No. So 5 players, and then look at the outs, right? Like, remember we sold Chan Bozdogan, and other Karim. So I think we've done pretty solid business. we're currently top of the league. Now, Bayern Munich does have a game in hand, but we have absolutely, I'm going to give you a kind of a miniature review here. So you saw us beat Bayern Munich 1-0. We actually lost the friendly away to Heracles, which is embarrassing. Embarrassing. Second minute, and then 87th minute, Origi gets the equalizer, and of course we concede in the 9th minute. And the rating's quite poor, to be honest with you. But against Mainz, DK in the 2nd minute, Vieira in the 29th minute, 2-1 win. I'm not going to give you highlights, just going through this very quickly. We absolutely curb stomped FC Cologne 6-1. Everybody got a goal. Batella gets a goal. Anel gets a goal. DK, Metin Yilmaz. I might show you Metin Yilmaz's, if it's the one I'm thinking of. He's had 2. We might need to go look. Xavi Simons, 3 minutes later. Let's just look at that second half. 58, 65, 68, 74th minute. Frankie getting in there. Look at the goals. Like, oh. Wolfsburg, 2-1. Yilmaz and DK again. And then Leipzig, we beat 4-0 with DK and Origi each getting a brace. Let me go see if I can track down which one of the Yilmaz's goals it is. I'll show you both of them just cause. All right, here we go. It's going to start loading here in a second. What I'm looking for is, I think it was outside of the box, and it was a laser bean. Yes, bean, if you're new around here. This is also the game that Eduardo got a 6.2, because there he is. Yes, I mean, just ding, like, just rifled it in. Left peg off the volley. Hello, it was lovely. And then against Wolfsburg, was it the same thing? No, is that the same goal? Am I literally about to show you the same goal? Here, Metin Yilmaz was also in this game. I think that's the one I'm thinking of, but, you know, this is good content, me rambling around as we try and figure out Metin Yilmaz. But it was just, do the transfers make sense? I think they do. I think we've strengthened the squad. Vieira, I think playing as the 10, way out wide, falls, curls it, and another. Yes, 2 rifled shots. Rifled shots. He was in a good mood. It's probably, those of you who know the depths of Foot Manager better than I do, right? If you come down here, he's been concerned. So the fact that I played him back-to-back games about his to get his minutes up, he's like, I'm gonna show the gaffer. I'm gonna smack him in. Let's go. I also would like your thoughts on Gerardo. It's not that I don't believe in Gerardo and his wavy locks, you know, right here. That's lovely stuff. He's had 11 starts, 2 subs. He's got 17 technique, 13 passing, 17 first touch and dribbling, 18 flair, 18 vision, but he has 2 assists. And we're playing him as the 10. Like, he's very, like, there might have been a game where I pushed him down into the actual midfield because of a rotation or, like, at the end of the game. But he's pretty much played the 10 the entire time. And he's on a 6.96. Is it that he had to learn German? He's now fluent. That's relatively recent. That's like happened obviously this season because, yeah. So like he's learned German now. But it's almost like, bro, Vieira is better than you now. And Vieira's at the 10. And that lets us, if we play Vieira here and Frankie on the right wing, where do you go? Right? Like, and again, like, we can rotate him in, but he wants to be a regular starter. We paid 10 million. He's got a 54 million release clause. He's only worth 31 to 40 million. Like, I kind of need him to step up, or I go, like, should we get rid of him? That seems like a mistake, but, like, if I drop him to a squad player, he's not going to like that either. So that's what I'm going to leave you with, because I got to go play some games now. I literally haven't opened Steam in, like, a week, so off we go. So we take on Fortuna Dusseldorf, Augsburg, Eintracht Frankfurt, and then Man City. So I'm going to show you next episode the Man City double, I guess. But what would you do with Gerardo? If you've enjoyed this, if you're glad I'm back, it would really mean the world to me if we could hit 100 likes. I probably should have said that at the beginning. But let's all celebrate content together. Hopefully this provides some sort of ample distraction for the horribleness in the world and puts a smile on your face. So, and you can help me figure out what to do with Gerardo. See you next time. Bye-bye.